Hey golf fans, this is early 1981 and welcome back to the Golf Club 2019. Today we are going to be playing and reviewing Cypress Point Club LiDAR Tour Edition by David Jensen, the designer. Now I am aware there is a lot of Cypress Point clubs currently being released on the Golf Club 2019. I've not yet had the pleasure of playing any of them, but I did choose to play this one due to the LiDAR part of it, which I think is really helping designers get very accurate RCR renditions out there for us guys. So the designer does go on to say, I am finally happy with calling this course Cypress Point Club, even if the sand dunes don't look like sand. I refuse to have the same texture for the actual sand bunkers and the sand dunes, which are usually dirtier and firmer and more packed, thus taking away from the actual traps and causing too much penalty with no way to adjust for them. I like my alternate solution, and it really doesn't take away that much from the looks department. The course object meter is full, and I had to delete a few things like trees, cars, bushes, but that will not be missed. Again, this course is pretty close to the real course from the red, white and blue tee locations. The course gains its tee from the gold and black tee locations. The course is too short for today's technology and long ball strikers from the real life length. From the tips it plays 6,839 yards. So really looking forward to playing this one guys. Obviously Cypress Point is an RCR and I do enjoy playing RCRs, and once again it's great to get these courses out here for you guys to go and play and hopefully enjoy on the channel. So let's get into this one. As you can see, fairways are firm, greens are firm, green speed are fast. Everything else is going to be left to default. We do have 5 tee options. We will be playing from the black tees, which are playing 6,839 yards. And as always, for the camera flyby purposes, pin set number 1. Let's begin round. It is absolutely cooking here today. My hands are just sweating holding this controller. I'm not allowed to put on my air condition. Well, it's not that I'm not allowed to put on my air condition. It's just that the noise would be too great coming through the headset and annoy the hell out of you guys. But it's currently 20 degrees here and it's 9 o'clock, 9 AM in the morning here in the Highlands. So I've got no idea what heat it's eventually going to get up to. But Cypress Point Club is a private golf club in California. The club has a single 18-hole course, one off the 8 Monterey Peninsula near Monterey, California. The course is well known for a series of dramatic holes that play along the Pacific Ocean that have been named as some of the best in golf. And obviously this course was designed by Alistair Mackenzie and Robert Hunter. It did open for play on August the 11th, 1928. Up until 1991, it was used for the AT&T Pebble Beach National Pro-Am, but was dropped from the rotation because at the time did not have any black members. And obviously the course is set in coastal dunes. The course enters the Del Monte Forest during the front 9 and re-emerges to the rocky coastline for the finishing holes. The signature hole, so look out for this guys, is hole 16, which requires a 231-yard tee shot over the Pacific to a mid-sized green guarded by strategically placed bunkers. This is a course that I have waited very patiently to play on the Golf Club franchise, and I am absolutely buzzing that it has been released here, especially in the LiDAR format. So I am hoping this is going to be a really accurate rendition of this course. As you can see, it's taken a long time to load in here. I do apologise for that. I have actually been getting a lot of error reports in the game recently. I hope that we're not going to get one here. No, here we go. Hole 1, par 4, playing 445 yards, stroke index 6. And what a beautiful looking opening hole this is.
Right now, let's get down to that first tee and see what you can do.
Absolutely stunning. Very familiar looking hole, this one. It does look fairly accurate to the real thing. We've got I tell you what guys, there's no way I can play in these wins, if I had double figure wins against me, I'll tell you what, we will play with the 2-wood only. We have dropped back up, well, I say drop. We have pushed back up, or promoted back up to the Master Clubs after enjoying 2 rounds on the Pro Clubs for you guys. There's no way, I think every shot would be a wedge or a pitch for the majority of this course if we did play the big dog. So we are going to opt for the 2-wood in every hole. Give ourselves a bit of a challenge, try and give it a leveler. Nice opening swing there. And that should find the right hand side of this fairway. It might kick to the left here actually. And that's going to run out well for me. At 279 yards. Probably going to be a 9-iron now into this. There we are, 9-iron. The greens are firm. Oh, I tell you what, I'll be going to have to come up to the 8-iron. We are on a slight decline in slope here as well. I'm hoping that wind will hold us up and take us round also. The greens are firm. Swinging well. Come on, wind. Oh, that wind's really... Wow! It came up short as well, so I've really been caught out there. That wind has really held the ball up and really moved me to the right a lot more than I anticipated there, so... A bit of a miscalculation there, but we are going to be left with a chip shot. Hopefully we can get this close for an up and down. Greens are firm, so it should run out fairly well for me. That should turn towards the pin. Have we had the legs? Didn't really have the line either, but it's going to set up a nice par save after a poor approach shot. And we do start off with a par. Really nice opening first hole there though.
First hole, even par. Okay, par 5 here.
So, hole 2, par 5, playing 566 yards, stroke index 16. I mean, the designer David Jensen said that the meter was full. And I'm certainly not experiencing any lag or any stutter or anything, so that is fantastic. Normally when the meter's full, pardon me, you can't experience that issues, but this is playing really smooth. Once again, we're going to come down to the 2-wood. And I love the point that he does say that for modern golf, this course now is no really longer a challenge. The way guys are hitting the ball now, the yardage they carry, it's just too short a course. But when playing Cypress Point, management requires all players to have caddies because there are only approximately 275 members and only 30 of them locally. Many of the tee times in the course are used by guests. On a typical day, the course sends out 8 groups, with the first starting at an early 7 AM tee time. So fantastic information that we've collected for this course. Slope's going to take us slightly to the left. Wind should take us round. This is just a layup shot here. I would imagine with a driver we could have comfortably reached this in 2. But we are opting to play 2-wood off the tee box. Push that one slightly right, but it's going to work out fine. This should filter left off this fairway here, and it should set us up for probably a flop shot that hopefully we can get close and walk away with the first birdie of the round. Just going to loft that up a good few touches. It is uphill. The slope's going to take us left. The green breaks to the left. The wind may slightly move us back to the right, but not much. Oh, it's a horrible swing. I'm not sure what kind of outcome we're going to get here. It's not bad, but that was horrible. Absolutely horrible. Probably looking at a tricky 6-footer here. 5-footer. Certainly seen these one miss. The green speeds are 174, guys. Looking for this to turn. It does turn right into the heart of the cup, and after a poor flop shot, we do pick up our first birdie off the round and move to 1 under par.
And what is this? Hole number 3.
So, hole number 3 is a par 3, playing 160 yards, stroke index 4. But what a fantastic looking course this is. It truly is. Really enjoying the beautiful scenic views so far. And most importantly, the way it plays. So it is playing, let's be kind and say 163 with the firm greens. Looks like that green is sloping uphill. I'm just going to loft this. Wait a minute, actually. Do we have enough club to... Yeah, I'm actually going to de-loft the 9-iron, really de-loft this. Looking to land this about 10 yards short of the flag and get it running up. We do have a severe slope here, but I don't think that'll get us close enough to the pin. But we're going to use the wind and the contour of the green here just to hopefully get us close to this flagstick with a good run out on the 9-iron on the firm greens. It's a beautiful strike. Come on, wind. Come on, wind. I should have enough club here. This should... maybe just going to come up a bit short, actually. That has came up really short. So once again, poor club choice there.
37-footer here. Let's see what you can do.
I've left myself 37 feet short. Really left that one short. So this one's got a fair bit of movement left here. It is uphill. 37 feet. Should really start to turn. Have we got the pace? Oh, it was a good effort. Weight and pace was good. And it is going to set up a simple tap in par. And we are going to remain at 1 under par.
Little putt there.
So club selection was wrong there. So hole 4, par 4, playing 391 yards, stroke index 10. But I'm really impressed with the way this course looks. I've never seen any golf played at this course, I'll be honest, but going by the pictures and things I've got up, I would say this is about 85 to 90% accurate of how the course looks. So we're not going to play driver. This would be a, if we did play it, it'd be a pitch shot. We'll try to give the course a chance to give us a test. With that wind, just looking at it, aim at that tree. The wind should bring us back round to the right. And we should be firing a wedge, I would imagine, into the 4th green here. But in 1956, the course famously became the scene for a wagered best ball match featuring seasoned professionals Ben Hogan and Byron Nelson against talented amateurs Ken Venturi and Harvey Ward. Ben Hogan broke the course scoring record with a faultless 63, a record he still jointly holds, and secured a one-up victory in the process alongside Nelson. The spectacle was chronicled in Mark Frost's book The Match, the day the game of golf changed forever. So let's see if we can get somewhere near a 63. Certainly the way we started out here, we're not going to achieve that. So this green's slightly uphill. We are playing this off a declined lie though. It will add yards to our ball and move us to the right. So quite a tough shot coming up here. Just going to loft this up a few touches and see if we can fire this right at the flagstick. Put a slow on that. How's that going to affect us?
Ooh, looks like
not by much. This should be bang on. I don't feel that slow affected the outcome of that shot at all.
Right,
I really don't. And it set up a fantastic 3-foot opportunity for birdie here. But that slow did not seem to affect the ball flight at all like it normally does. And we do pick up our second birdie and move to 2 under par.
And from the 5th hole tee off.
So hole number 5 is the second par 5 on the course, and it is playing 543 yards, stroke index 14. Once again, beautiful looking hole. I really like his bunker work. He's made a very good job on the bunkers here. Very clean. The sculpting is fantastic. Obviously he's been assisted by LiDAR for great accuracy. Once again, we're not going to hit driver. Clubbing down to the 2-wood. Just looking to find right centre of this fairway. Trying to hug the left hand side here so our second shot is going to be less yards. There we go. Fantastic swing. This should just kick to the left here, and we've played that well. Didn't want to be too far right on that fairway there. It would give us a longer approach shot into this green, which I still don't think will reach this green in two, because as you can see, the green is uphill. Obviously, if we were using driver, we would comfortably get there in two. Probably going to just be lucky to get up to the fringe here, I would suggest, but we're going to de-loft this 2-wood and let's sting it in. We may kick onto the green, but I'll be surprised if we do with this wind.
Great contact.
It's an absolute laser beam. I think we're just going to come up short. Is it going to stay up this uphill slope though, or is it going to filter back down? It's going to filter back down just a touch. And once again, we're going to have a flop shot, an uphill shot. Just lofting that up 2 touches, because we are on an uphill slope. It should move us to the right at the same time. It's a nice execution. I think that's going to come up short. Wow, Lee, that slope really killed me there. I didn't expect that slope to take as much sting of the ball out as that. And we've now got an uphill putt breaking to the right for birdie here. This is certainly no gimme. Is that going to turn? Is it going to turn? It does. Beautiful red putt there. And thankfully we do pick up our 3rd birdie of the round and move to 3 under. So hole 6. Oh, wowzer. What is going on here? I've never seen nothing like this before. It's like we're in fast forward mode here. What on earth happened there, guys? Wow, that was a bizarre moment. But hole 6 is a par 5. Playing 563 yards, stroke index 18, which is making it the easiest hole on the course. I'm not sure what we're looking at here. I'm not sure if this is a fault or if it's due to the layout and the planting of the course, that the camera flyby's done that through all the gorse. But as you can see now, we're getting towards the actual hole, and what a beautiful looking hole it is when you see the scenery off there in the distance. That was a bizarre moment. I think that's a first. I can't recall seeing that in the game previously. Tight small green here for a par 5. Once again, we're clubbing down to the 2-wood, which could be a bit risky here. It looks like the fairway is certainly going to move to the left. Wind's going to take us to the left. Hopefully we've got enough club here just to navigate over the rough and the bunker. It's on the right hand side. It's another beautiful swing.
Nice looking shot.
We should just hold the fairway here, the left hand side of the fairway. And hopefully we've took this tree out of play here on the left hand side. But fantastic drive. Once again, we're probably going to struggle to reach this in 2 with the 2-wood off the tee box, but it is downhill. Do you know what? I think with a downhill element we can reach this. We may be a touch too long here. Just try to use that slope in the bank on the green to our advantage here and hold the ball up and get it turning towards the flagstick. Oh, it's a laser beam. Come on. Come on. I'm looking for a kick off this bank. Oh, we're long. We're long. It could be bunkered. Very unlucky there. Once again, just trying to use the environment of the course to our advantage. But that one came up way long. And we're going to be left with 13 yard flop shot. I'm going to fully loft this up. We've got an 80 to 80% lie. I'm probably looking at a 70% swing tops here. This is going to be tough to execute. Come on, it should really check up for me with the amount of loft. We've played that well there. Played that very, very well. And it should set up our 4th birdie of the round. And we do move to 4 under. On the par 5s here with the master clubs, with the driver off the tee box, you're going to have eagle opportunities. But Like I say, we're refraining from using the big dog just to give ourselves a bit of a challenge. Hole number 7 is a par 3, playing 181 yards, stroke index 2. But I am very impressed with this course. 1, visually. 2, how it plays. 3, the sculpting is very clean. I mean, it is absolute fantastic. Like I say, I would say it's about 85% accurate, maybe 90% accurate to what I've seen on the pictures. So we've got an uphill shot into this green here. It is playing 182 into the wind, so I do feel this club's perfect. Just lofting it up a couple of touches. The wind should take us round. The green should also take us round. Let's see if we can get this close. Look how far left of this green we're aiming here. I'm just not convinced that that green's 12 feet up from my tee box elevation. For me, it looks downhill. From here, I would say that green was below me, but we've got to put our faith in the game. And hopefully we can get this one close. Come on, that's a weird swing outcome here. I'd like to think that this should sit down fairly quickly after a nice bounce. Oh, we didn't get the bounce. Didn't get the bounce. That wind, once again, really killing us. And that's the third time I've came up short. We are going to have a chip shot. I'm going to have to deal off this 2 touches because that uphill slope is going to kill the ball. We're on a slope, it's going to move it to the right. I'm just looking to walk away with par here. Played that well. And that should set us up for a nice par save from about 4 feet.
4 feet to the hole, you can do this.
4 feet bang on. And we do get the par save after a poor tee shot. So my yardage calculations today at times has been off. 3 times to be precise, with approach shots to the greens. Hole number 8 is a par 4, playing 398 yards, stroke index 12. Nice short dog leg right here. And there's the Pacific off there in the distance, guys. This is a fantastic looking course. I really hope the video does it justice. And once again, small tight green. Now with a driver here, I would be playing a shot off this bank. Try to kick it off the bank onto the green, but like I say, we're not got the luxury of doing that. So, gonna have to come up short with a 2-wood. Hopefully we kick out here. Just using the wind and probably the heavy rough and just try to hold the fairway here. Oh wow, I've carried that. Are we going to hold the fairway here? No, we're not. Didn't expect to carry that 307. Well, probably carried it at 290. So we're left with a tricky shot from the heavy rough. Uphill. If we are long, that slope could help us out. So just de-lofting this just to make sure we've got enough club and get enough run out on this pitch shot. Wind should take us to the left slightly a little bit. Not the best of lies here. Good execution. Should run out well for me. And that's a good pitch shot. Wind didn't take us back to the left as much as I would have liked, but probably going to have about a 12 to 15 foot putt for birdie. This one's got a fair bit of movement to the left here. Weight on this putt will be crucial if we're going to sink this. It should turn fairly aggressive here. Oh, it's a fantastically red putt. And we do pick up another birdie after a poor tee shot, and we move to 5 under par through 8 holes. Let's move on to the final hole of the front 9. And it's a very short par 4, playing 293 yards, stroke index 8. But you can see what he means with the different colours of his bunkers. It's not truly accurate, but I can see his thinking behind the madness of why he's done it. And once again, it's a brutal tight green here. Like I say with driver, geez, oh, the game's even naturally giving me the 2-wood now. Driver here, for me, I'd be taking this on. Probably long, but I'd be looking to get a kick back off that bank. But we'll be taking on the 2-wood. Certainly don't want to be away over here. So hoping the wind can move us to the right, taking this bunker out of play here. Beautiful aerial shot there. Oh, the wind's not took me round enough. We are going to have a flop shot from the bunker, which isn't a world's end. It's not the worst outcome.
Tell you what, everybody
We've got a decent
lie.
lie.
Take this as a learning opportunity.
Just going to deal off this a touch. We've got a little backstop here if we are slightly long, but you want to be to the left of this flag. With that wind, it should take us round, but also the slope we're on. Let's see if we can get this one close. Should run out. Should run out. Come on. So I expected that to come out a bit hotter than that, but we are going to have another putt for birdie. About 6 feet. 6 feet bang on. The greens are quite a challenge here, to be honest. Plenty breaks in them. I think if I play this at pace, this drops. There we go. And we do pick up another birdie. So a solid front nine. We are 6 under. A few poor shots into the green, just purely down to my poor decision making with the yardage. But we are going to move on to hole number 10, which is a short par 5, playing 483 yards, stroke index 17, second hardest hole on the course. And what a beautiful looking hole this one is. It really is. I'm really enjoying my time out here, guys, on this course, and I'm delighted that this is the Cypress point I chose to showcase on the channel. The Delta themes really brought this course to life. And like I say, I kind of get the designer's decision making on having the same texture for the actual sand bunkers and the sand dunes. It's quite a good way to look at how he's done it, and I agree with his thought process behind this. So I'm just looking for the wind to take us around here. This is way downhill, so we should be driving about 290 here anyway with a 2-wood. Pulled that slightly left a little bit, but the wind will help bring us back. And this may be the first par 5 that we can reach into despite using a 2-wood, and I've got nowhere near 290 yards there. Wow. I really thought that would have ran out well, but it is an uphill fairway.
From the pin here.
I think the 5 hybrids bang on. We are uphill. We've got a slope that's going to affect the distance of the ball. It's going to move us to the right. We're really going to have to throw this. I'm going to have to cart path here. Just deal off on this. I think this is going to take a nasty kick in and around the green if we get it up there. I don't think we're going to get a favourable bounce here. Put a slow on that. It's going to go a wee bit more to the right than I hoped and longer. We are going to be on the dance floor for an eagle, but that slow just taking me a lot more to the right of the flag than I would have liked, and obviously longer. So we've got a 24-foot putt for eagle, downhill. This is nasty. Just exaggerating the break also here, guys, with the lack of pace that I'll be playing at. This is horrible, actually. I'm not looking forward to this putt. Don't want this shooting too far past. Just touched it. Letting the slope take it down. Are we actually going to come up short here? Wow, that's came up short.
And here we go. This one for birdie.
So we've got a downhill putt for 7 feet. I'm just going to play this a little bit firm. Oh, we've missed the left edge. That's a poor putt. That is a poor putt for me. I didn't play it firm enough.
All right, a little 6-foot putt here.
And really disappointed just to be picking up par here. But my putting has been so good of late. I can't really complain at all. So we fail to convert the eagle putt. We fail to convert the birdie putt. And we are just walking away with a par there and that ridiculously short par 5. It feels like a bogey. But we do progress to hole number 11. Par 4, playing 460 for the yard stroke index 5. And once again, this really is a beautiful, beautiful looking course, guys. And I think the LiDAR feature has really helped out here with how realistic this course looks. It certainly plays realistic in my opinion. Once again, refraining from using the driver, and we're going to play 2 wood. Wind should bring us way round to the left here. There's a laser beam.
It's a nice looking tee shot.
Should run out a good 15-20 yards on the fairway here for me. Just like that. Can stop anytime soon. Don't catch that slope.
And from here,
and that is going to set us up with, I would say, an 8 iron. Playing 163 into the wind. Just going to deal off this 2 touches. Wind. Oh, it's a tough green. Green is moving away from the flag at all times at the angle I'm coming at. Slope's going to take us to the right. The wind should really bring us back here. Big shot coming up here. This is a tough shot. Pulled that one left, guys. Well, we're going to be left of the flag. Almost hitting the seagull there. It's going to be long as well, but long looked the better option. It's going to be a nasty putt, but it should be uphill.
okay, 21 feet to the cup from here.
This is a tough putt. I'm not sure if the greens play as tough as this at Cypress Point, but I like the fact that they're very challenging because the course is short. And I really think that it neutralizes the shortness of the course with the toughness of the greens, and I think they complement each other fantastically well. This should really start to turn. I don't know if I've hit it firm enough though. It's a good attempt. I did pull my putt to the left.
And this one for the par.
And we are going to have a simple tap in par, which we do convert. But that's a fairly tough hole, that one, despite
6 under for the
how short it played. And we are going to remain at 6 under. So we're not cutting this course up by all means.
And we find ourselves now on the 12th hole. Let's see what you can do.
Hole number 12, par 4, playing 412 yards, stroke index 11. Dogleg right. Lovely ocean views there. And this pin and green, well guarded by the dunes and the bunkers. So the wind's really picked up here. 12 mile per hour wind. We're playing in double wind, so I'm still not going to pull out the big dog here. We're going to stick with a 2 wood. I would certainly say the back 9 plays slightly more difficult than the front 9, in my opinion. Wind should really move us to the centre of the fairway here. I'm trying to get as far left centre of this fairway here to open up the green, because we are going to have a draw shot with the wind.
And it looks like we have about 135 yards or so.
I'm going to have to club up to the 9 iron here. It's playing 132 into that wind, downhill slope, just lofting this 9 iron up a touch. This wind should really hopefully hold me up. That slope's going to take us to the right. The wind should bring us back. Let's have a look at the green. It is breaking. The green does minimally slope. So let's see if we can get this one close. Come on, wind, hold me up. Hold me
I
up.
think this one's going for it.
This should sit down quickly, and that is a fantastic golf shot. Played that really, really well.
And you're on the dance floor. That is good.
And we should have a 6-foot putt for birdie here. Shouldn't be great movement in this one. Just need to keep my putt line straight, which we've done.
Awesome.
And we do pick up our first birdie of the back 9 and move to 7 under par.
For the round.
Plenty of golf still be played here though. Hole 13, par 4, playing 396 yards, stroke index 15. And once again, what a fabulous looking hole. This really is a great rendition of Cypress Point Club. Please get out there and play it, guys. You don't want to miss this one. Like I say, I'm delighted that this is the course that I've been patient to play. And this version for me, I've not played the other versions, but it's bang on point. And I think due to the LiDAR, it's really helped that out. I think LiDAR has been a great addition to this game. Fantastic tool for designers. Some people may disagree, some may agree. But I really think, especially for RCRs,
Nice. I'd say around 105 yards.
it's really helping designers nail courses. Swing's not been great today. I'm not been too impressed with my swing line at times today, but once again, these greens are really, really tight. Wind should bring us round. Wind should also hold us up as well. I'm not prepared to loft it up any more than that. Let's see if we can get this one close. Come on, wind. Come on, wind. Have we got the legs?
This one's going for it.
Should kick out. Sit. Boom. So we are starting to get dialed into a few of these flags.
All right, nice little 2-foot.
And we're certainly being rewarded for that. And we now move to 8
And
under
a decent
par.
little putt to end this one. Sitting at 8 under for the round.
Our second birdie of the back 9. But I am really enjoying this
Let's see
course.
what
I
happens
really,
here.
really am.
Par 4.
It's certainly a course you don't want to miss
Go
to
ahead
play.
and drop this one into the
Cypress
fairway
Point
and take it from there.
is one of that courses that would be on my bucket list if I was a dead keen golfer in real life. I'm not. I'm a casual golfer. I'm not good enough to have a huge dedication to the sport, and I don't have the time. But hole 14, once again, shortish par 4, 397 yards. That 11 mile per hour wind could bring us in slightly to danger here. I'm still wanting to use this club though. Hopefully, with how the fairway slopes uphill, this ball doesn't run into the light rough, which we've avoided so far. Oh no, I do lie. We did find the rough off a tee shot earlier. This should die instantly on this uphill slope. Come on. There we go. And that's a great tee shot. It's going to give us an uphill approach
Okay, so we
into
have
this
about
green.
115 yards.
Once again, the wind's really
thereabouts
picking up.
to the pin.
It is playing 119 yards. Just lofting that up 2 touches. That wind and slope should counteract each other. That wind should certainly overpower the slope. Let's see if we can get this one close. It's a laser beam. Come on, wind, take us back round. It has. This should be all over this pin like a rash once again. And we really are getting dialed into these greens, these last 3-4 approach shots.
Here we go for the birdie.
But once again, certainly no gimme from 6 feet. I don't see how that misses. This should really turn. That is an aggressive break. And we do read that to perfection and knock it in for another birdie.
Sitting at 9 under for the round.
And we move to 9 under par. So after a slow start in the back 9, we've really picked things up here. Hole 15, par 3, playing 145 yards, stroke index 1. Toughest hole on the course, but wow, look at the views. Look at the views on this hole. Absolutely stunning par 3. And I love the fact that the wind's really going to ask questions of me here. It is playing 147 into that wind. Ooh, I think I'm going to have to go all the way down to gap wedge and de-loft this, because I think Pitching wedge is still going to have too much club. Really relying heavily on this wind here. I think I've got the right club. I hope I've got the right club. We'll soon find out. That's horrible. I've got no idea where this is going to go. Should run out well. But look how far left I pulled that. And a slope. It's a horrible swing light. But we are going to have a 26-foot putt uphill. Let's see if we can get this one close. Playing it with pace. Should start to turn the last few feet. No, didn't have the legs. I don't think we had the right line either. Once again, I've pulled my putt slightly to the left out the putt line. And we do pick up a solid par there. So, let's move on to hole 16, which is the feature hole of this course. And it is a 260-yard par 3 stroke index 3. And look at this, guys. Wow. This must be one of the most beautiful par 3s in golf, in my opinion. The views, the way the hole has been laid out and designed. It's a challenging hole, this. And with that wind behind me here, I'm going to have to come down today. I'm really in between clubs here. Do I have enough club here with this 2-iron? I'm going to have to try and play a bit of fade here just to hold this. Wow. Just looking to kick on at the front of the green, which has a false front. This is a big shot coming up because I am not swinging cleanly at all here today. It's decent. This could be half good if it kicks on. Has it got the legs? Oh, it's just going to come up short due to the false front. But I had no other option there. 2 wood would have been far too long. We would have carried the back of the green and had a similar outcome. I think the right club was used there. Okay. Just lofting that up a touch. Hoping for a good bit of run out here. Good chip shot. It's going to set us up for a par from about 5 feet, but not happy with my swing today at times. It's probably because of my first round back on the master clubs after playing the pro clubs for a few rounds. That's a better putt. But certainly not been swinging cleanly today. So 9 under with 2 holes to go. We are currently on target to beat the current course record. But hole 4 playing 398 yards. Stroke index 9. And once again, fantastic. This looks like this course may be a challenge here. I'm not sure what options we're going to have. Just remember, I'm not allowed to use driver. That trees and gorse could well be in play here. So I'm just keeping this to the left. Don't want to be too close to them for our approach shot into the green. Oh, I put fast on that. That was a bit of laggy swing there, but we're going to get away with that. This should kick right. And I just hope we're not going to be too close to the trees and the gorse here. We should have a sloped approach shot. Yeah.
35 yards out from here.
With that wind, I am clubbing down to the gap wedge. That slope's going to move us to the right. The green looks like it breaks to the right. Just de-lofting this twice because I'm looking for a firm kick out here. A firm kick out. Let's see if we can get this one close to the pin. It's nice. Should get a firm kick.
Decent and then some.
And then sit. Come on, sit. Oh, it's decent. It's decent. A bit firmer bounce than I had hoped for. But we are going to have a birdie opportunity from 11 feet. There's not much in this one. I've just got to keep my putt line straight here. I really have to. It's got a tiny bit of movement. I don't see how this misses if I keep it straight.
this one's got a chance.
And we are rewarded for a great approach shot onto that green. And we do pick up birdie number 10 and move to 10 under par. Final hole here at Cypress Point Club. Tour edition. And it is a LiDAR course by David Jensen. And what a fantastic course this is, guys. You don't want to miss this one. I can't compare it to the other Cypress Point courses out there because I've not played them. But for me, this is a very accurate RCR here. That wind is going to hold us up. Just looking to find fairway. Looks like we're going to get a bit of a mean kick. I don't think we'll land there due to the wind. Tough final hole here. It is an uphill fairway. Come on, wind. This is going to kick hard left. Just hope that we do hold the fairway. There we go. Played that well. And it's going to leave us an uphill approach shot to this 18th green into the wind. Let's say it's playing 112 into that wind. I'm just going to loft. No, I'm not going to loft it up at all because that uphill slope. I'm going to loft it up once. Wind's changing. I'm not lofting up at all. Slope's going to take us slightly to the left. It's beautiful. Have we picked the right club? Come on, wind, hold me up. This should be all over this. Oh, wow. Get in. Oh, wow. We actually generated a bit of backspin. What a final approach shot.
About a 3-footer here.
And that is going to set us up for our 11th birdie off the round. And we do move to 11 under par. So there you go, guys. The designer did say that this course is not set out for modern technology. I've proved that with shooting a 61. And we didn't use driver at all despite double-figure wins the back nine. But what a fantastic course that is. I really, really enjoyed that. I think that is a fairly, or should I say fairly is not good enough. I think that's a good, accurate rendition of Cypress Point Club. Certainly been helped by LiDAR. And that is a course you don't want to miss. That for me is a favourite. 100% 5 stars. If you want to challenge yourself, guys, either put, if you're on the master clubs, either put the wins up to double figures or do what I've done. Down to the 2-wood only, or maybe go down to the beginner clubs or the pro clubs. But that is a fantastic course. It's certainly one that I can now tick off my bucket list to play on the golf club franchise. Thank you very much for David Jensen for producing a fantastic course there. That is it for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please spam the like button. If you are new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. And I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care, peace out, and love you all. Bye.